Good evening, America. Good evening, America. It's Michael Duncan Foster here. Michael Duncan Foster right here at this awesome monument memorial of our military paying the ultimate sacrifice. And we have to remember that this is the cost that many thousands upon thousands of our American brothers and sisters, our family members, paid for our freedom. And where is this representation of this monument at? It is right here in the heart, right by the Alamo, right in the heart of San Antonio, right in the heart of San Antonio, at the San Antonio Veterans Memorial Plaza. And I love San Antonio. San Antonio is such a great, and it's a peaceful city. It's really got a calm, mellow vibe about it. Great place to raise a family. Yeah, it is a little hot in the summer times, but if you can't take the heat, you got to get out of the kitchen, right? Yeah, it's been an amazing experience riding through San Antonio, and I've been here before. The Riverwalk is awesome, and the reason why I love them so much is because they have freedom, the representation of freedom right here downtown, right in the heart, and they have the representation of the truth, San Fernando's mission, Jesus, right in the heart of San Antonio. San Antonio is all about Jesus. And really right now, we are in war. We're in a war. People are dying right now. And this war, a lot of y'all don't even know about it. It's a silent war, but it's not silent. You're seeing it going on, and you're not understanding it. We're in the snakehead wars. And I hate to... I come to the Veterans Memorial to pay respect. I carry an Army backpack. I carry a sleeping bag. Freedom is not free. I hate to run through these, but God has given me a miracle message to say, a miracle message that I need to get out. And I need to basically tell you the snakeheads are coming. The snakeheads are coming. The snakeheads are coming. Okay? We are in the Alamo. We are surrounded by snakehead child fuckers, child eaters, child sacrificers. And if we don't find out what happened to our dead babies, to our children, okay, those people that went to that island, that were from all over the world, and all the press, the media, Hollywood, the government, everywhere, those are the snakeheads, those are the traitors, those are not Americans, those are our enemy, okay? And this is the snakehead childfucker wars. Okay, wake up, people. These are the people that are trying to bring us down. This is real. And they've been lying to us this whole time. And they've been controlling the whole thing behind the scenes. It's not a red thing. It's not a blue thing. Okay, we're all victims. All of us are victims one way or another. Here's another part of the memorial right here at the San Jacinto Veterans Memorial Plaza. We are dug in. I'm dug in. I'm the resistance. I'm dug in trying to tell you, I'm on my bicycle. I'm trying to sound the alarm. Wake up, San Antonio. Wake up, Texas. We need to stand on our Bibles because this is in the Bible. And this is the end of times. And this is truly what time it is. We got dead babies in the media. Dead babies in Hollywood. We got dead babies in the government. We know the elites and dead babies, sacrifices, rituals, okay? And they eat them. They've even proven it, okay? They got them lined up like chicken, You're not human if you do that. You're not human. You're possessed. And you are possessed. This is real. I've been in spiritual warfare. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth. And I don't read any of the books. I can just tell you what God has given me. And miracles have came out of the sky. And I got a message for you right now that I'm going to give to you. I'm going to give to San Antonio. I'm going to give that to you. Okay? But we're dug in right now. We're surrounded by the snakehead child fuckers. They're the ones that don't have to go out and buy their own groceries. Anyone that has to buy your own groceries and are on the street, you're on a hit list. They're coming for us. They're creating drama out here. They're trying to poison us out here on purpose. Okay? They put spells, potions, all that. That's all real, and it's all to get rid of us. There's too many people in the house and not enough food in the refrigerator. Too many people in the house and not enough food in the refrigerator. And you alone is 100 degrees. 10 people, that's 1,000 degrees off the planet. Not to mention the electricity and everything else and the gas. Okay? So wake up. Okay? They're smiling at us and giving us poison. Seriously. They're putting it all, they're laughing at us and they're putting it all right out in the open for you. Anyway, we're dug in. God bless San Antonio. God bless this Veterans Memorial Plaza. Awesome. God bless San Fernando Mission and the Alamo. This is it. Remember the Alamo, because we're all in it right now. We're in the Alamo. We're surrounded. They own the robots. The robots are coming for us. They make the laws. Okay? Do you understand? We're invaded. Broken Arrow. These are possessed people that are running our government. All right? It's infected. Now, here's my miracle message for you. Okay? It's rather long, so you're going to have to pay attention. But let me see if I can't put that right there. God told me a message that I needed to give to you. He told me a couple things. And he made me ride my bike to come out and give it to y'all. And so this is what I'm doing right now. Okay? It's about the greatest story ever told. And we have two characters. In this message. One of them is now, you know what? I've never voted before, so don't, I'm not a part of the political scene. I don't have any. I'm about Jesus. I'm about the Bible, okay? And I'm about telling you the truth. That's what I'm out here for, tell you the truth. That's what time it is, okay? So one of the characters, we had some peculiar behavior going on in the White House during this presidency. This presidency has been a very odd presidency, and I know you can agree with me on that. Okay, so I was asking God where we are, when the end of times is, all this stuff, and He was revealing things to me, and so He gave me two characters, and one of the characters, believe it or not, is Donald Trump. Okay. Why is it? Because who else would it be? The dawn is a morning star, okay? Lucifer was the first morning star, the dawn, okay? Donald Trump, the dawn. They had a protest saying, we don't need a king, because in The Godfather, the dawn means king, okay? The dawn. But they didn't get the second part of it. Okay, he owned a casino when he first started out. He owned the casino thing, the Cabana or something like that. I forget it, some Tropicana or something like that. And so there's a game. It's called Trump card. The Trump card is the I bluffed you card. I bluffed you. I got you. I deceived you card. So his name, and I didn't make this up. Okay, don't get mad at me. His name literally comes out to be King Deceiver. It's the wild card. It's the ace up your sleeve. His name comes out to be the King Deceiver. So whether you want to believe that or not, that's up to you. But that's the truth. Okay, and so also, and the King Deceiver is the beast. He's the beast. So I started looking at Donald Trump. And I noticed that he's got a brother-in-law, or the Kirshner family. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, this is real. This is real. Jerry Kirshner, I think that's it. Anyway, they own the 666 building in New York City. Donald Trump came from New York City. Don't think he's a Christian. He came from New York City, and the Kushner, his family, is a part of his family. They're married. His daughter's married to him, and he owns the 666 building, which is the illuminated tower. And they changed the address. And Donald Trump's the Trump Tower also has some satanic representations on that. So we all know what club he's a part of, okay? This is obvious. This is common sense out here, all right? So we have that, and then on top of that, there's a movie. Funny how he gets in office, and they love to put these things in front of your face. There's a movie out that has a superhero in it, Captain America, the superhero in it. And funny, the name of the movie's the same. Okay, and in this Captain America superhero movie, they got a president played by the guy who played the Star Wars, Harrison Ford. Yeah, and guess what? He turns into a big red beast, like the Incredible Hulk. Okay, and he is the bad guy in the whole movie, literally undercover. The president is the bad guy. Undercover, and he turns into a big red beast and beats up Captain America the whole movie. I've never seen America get beat up so bad before by a beast, but that's exactly what's happening in the world right now. And at the end it says, can't we all get along? The beast said, can't we all get along in the new world? But they left out the order in the court part. In order there is no freedom. Land of the free, it's who's right, if you're innocent until proven guilty. But in order, they just put down the mallet and take you away. Okay, so we have that, and then and on top of that, we had that movie, and this is what I'm dealing with. This is what's going on over here. Check this out. We got a whole cowboy conviction going on down here in San Antonio right now. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get interrupted here or not, but I'm going to try and give you the whole message. On top of that, he also came out with this picture. This is a picture that he came out himself. Okay, and if you look at this picture right here, if you look on the top, you see he's got two horns on his head. And look, he's got a red tie, and he's all red like a beast with the two horns. And then over here, he's got a cross. See that cross right there? He's got a cross. He's got the Christians in the palm of his hand. And he looks just like the beast. Okay, and at the top, it says, the world will soon understand. Nothing can stop what is coming. The world will soon understand. Nothing can stop what's coming. That sounds like Dr. Evil to me. That sounds like very peculiar behavior. So the first guy in my story here is Donald Trump. Okay, and he's the beast. All right. Now, the second one was he brought a friend with him to the White House. And that friend that he brought to the White House, so Donald Trump is playing the beast. If you haven't figured it out, King Deceiver is the beast. Okay, the friend that he brought with him was Elon Musk. Elon is a foul stench. No, Eon rhymes with dragon. There's even a movie called Eon the Dragon. And then and then his last name is Musk. Musk is like sweat and piss put together. It comes from a stag, like the stag, like a deer, like on the Jägermeister bottle. It's a pagan god. If you notice these stag heads and all these conspiracy theory photos of the elites putting stag heads on them, this is what it's about. It's a pagan god, and they sacrifice their children to these pagan gods and to these demons. Okay, so the second person is Elon Musk, and he plays Eon the Dragon. So because he can make light come out of the sky like a dragon from his satellites. So God told me these two things, and something else that I want to go along with you, but that I wanted to go over with you. But he gave me those two characters, and then he told me that I needed to go to Revelation 13. I needed to go to Revelation 13 and see if that actually is if it makes sense. Okay? So as you can see, this is how, always trying to get interrupted here. But so I did. So I went to Revelation 13. Okay? And because the Bible is the truth, no matter what, the Bible is the truth. Either you live by the Bible or you don't. You have to believe in the Bible. You got to believe in the Bible is the 100% the truth. The Matrix is real. The Matrix is perfect. The Matrix is God. God is real. He gives us all the information exactly when it's needed. He's cooking, and it's all going to be ready at the right time. So you have to trust and have faith. That's what the whole thing is about. Anyway, let's start off. It says, okay. And it starts off a little bit difficult. It says, and I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns he had 10 crowns, and upon his head he had the name of blasphemy. Okay, and I stood upon the sands of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns he had 10 crowns, and upon his heads he had the name of blasphemy. Okay, so when this principality comes up out of the ocean, they enter men, and the man that it entered, it had the name of blasphemy on his head, and as far as the 7 heads, okay, and the 10 horns, and upon his horns he had 10 crowns. Donald Trump has this peace council. It's got 7 members in it right now, and this 7 members reaches out to 10 horns, okay, and 10 horns and upon his horns has 10 crowns. These are like, he's with this peace council, he's already taken over the United Nations. He's already overseeing the United Nations. And this is the G7 and the G10 and stuff like this. This is all the countries coming together. Okay? It says, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were the feet of a bear. Okay, so if Donald Trump is the beast, he has to represent a leopard, and he has to have feet like a bear. Now, is that true? Is that true? It says, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. Well, if you're in the real estate business, you're checking the market out. You're combing the market, looking to pounce on a good deal. You're looking to pounce on a good deal. You're looking for some prey to turn and flip, right? So that would resemble a leopard. So being in the real estate business would make you resemble a leopard. And his feet were as the feet of a bear. So if you were in commercial real estate, a bear is a strong foundation. Commercial real estate is a strong foundation. It's a very strong foundation. So that qualifies, And his mouth was the mouth of a lion. Now, does Donald Trump have the mouth of a lion, of the beast? I just showed you a picture of him. When he sits in his desk, he looks like a lion. He sits like a lion with his hands together. And yes, he does have the mouth of a lion. Okay? And it says, in the mouth of the lion, and the dragon gave him his seat, power, and authority. And the dragon gave him his seat, power, and authority. Okay, did the dragon, Elon Musk, give him his seat, power, and authority? Yes, he did. He did give him his seat, power, and authority. Elon Musk paid for the whole election, financed Donald Trump's whole election, the beast, the king deceiver's whole election. And he even said if you were the millionth voter, you might win $1 million. And he said if Donald Trump doesn't win, it's going to ruin him. So definitely the dragon, Eon, gave him his seat, power, and authority. Okay? And I saw one of the heads as if it was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And I saw one of the heads as if it was wounded to death, and the deadly wound was healed. Donald Trump had a wound on his head that seemed deadly and was healed. Okay? We all saw that. Somebody tried to shoot Donald Trump, and his wound seemed deadly, but it was healed. And so that qualifies. And then it says, and all the world wondered after the beast. And what did we say when we saw that? We all wondered. You mean someone tried to kill him and he lived? So that plays out perfectly. There you go. Again, number 13:4, Revelation 13:4. And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. Now, do we worship the dragon which gives power unto the beast? He owns SpaceX, he owns Twitter X, he owns Tesla, he owns Neuralink, the AI, the richest man in the world, the smartest man in the world. Yes, we surely do. We worship the dragon that can make fire come down out of the sky. Okay? And they worship the beast. And they worship the beast. Do we worship the beast? Yes, we worship the beast. Saying, so we worship the dragon and the beast. It makes perfect sense. One of them's name rhymed with dragon. The other one comes out to be king deceiver, which is the beast. I'm not lying to you. Okay? And who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Is that what we said? When Donald Trump got in office and they finally was elected president, did we not say who is like unto Donald Trump, the beast? Who is able to make war with Donald Trump, with him? We did. We said that. We absolutely did. Okay? It's the greatest story ever told, greatest mystery ever broken right now. The Bible is absolutely the truth, absolutely the truth. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. We're in snakehead wars. This is the end of times. Wake up. Things have changed. Okay? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given to him to continue for 42 months. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. Does Donald Trump, the king deceiver, the beast, speak great things and blasphemies? Yes, he does. He blasphemies everybody. You don't just blaspheme God. He blasphemies everybody. And we know that. But does he speak great things? Give me a break. Eureka. Hello. Make America what? Great again. It's great. Everything is great. Just great. Right? It's the truth. This is real. This is the truth. God is real. Okay? Listen to me. It's happening. Okay? And power was given unto him to continue for 42 months. 42 months. Now, if this didn't match, then we'd be safe, right? But it does match, because this is Donald Trump's second term in office. If it was his first, we would expect 2, but it's his second. And his second term, and we know he wants to rule the world. So it says 42 months. Second term would be 48 months. 48 months. But why is it 42 months? I'm going to tell you why it's 42 months. Because with his peace council and everything that's going on, he's going to take over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. He's going to take over the world. Okay, and that's what it's saying right here. So power was given unto him to continue for 42 months, and then something's going to happen. All right? And he opened his mouth and blasphemed against God, and to blaspheme the name of his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And he opened his mouth to blaspheme God, and to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. Okay, so this is where the pictures come in. Let me see here. Give me a second here. So this picture right here, just that picture, he put this picture out himself. I wouldn't be putting this up here if he didn't put it out himself. Just that picture right there. What is he doing? He's blaspheming. He's blaspheming God. He's blaspheming the tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. So this is, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And he said some things there too. I think I heard that he wasn't, don't hold me positive, but he wasn't allowed over there because of that picture and some of the things that were going on. So that happened. You can't just say you should be Pope. It's blasphemy. Okay. And there was given unto him a mouth. Okay. And then the next one, 13:7, 13:7. And there was given unto him, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. Now, right now, he wants to own Gaza. And you see a big push. There's a big push on the internet of people going against Israel right now. They're going against Israel. And Donald Trump's he takes over a lot of countries, right? And so I would not be surprised if he didn't go against and attack Israel at the end of this, okay? I believe that this is what's coming. There's false doctrines out here, false doctrines of Jesus Christ, and they're pushing false directions on the way that we should look at Israel and stuff like that. And these false doctrines, they call them, it's a turning point, like a turning point in your life. But no, that's not the turning point they're talking about. It's the turning, you turn the point on the star. If you have a star and you turn the point, you get a pentagram. Turning point, pentagram. And now you know why the horns are coming out. All the devil horn signs and stuff are coming out. That's a false doctrine, okay? And it lines up with the beast. It lines up with the beast. And we see right through all that BS, all that drama BS. Turning point is turning the point on the star to a pentagram, okay? So that's it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given unto him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. So after he makes war with the saints, which is Israel, which runs the world, is what they're saying, he will get power over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. That will happen at the end of 42 months. It makes perfect sense. There's only two people that are alive that want to run the world, and that's Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Okay? 13:8. Now that hasn't happened yet, but that's what's happening. 13:8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him whose names were not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. If you don't know Jesus, and if you don't get Jesus, you don't get your name written into that book. And if you don't have your name in that book, you're not going to have eternal life. You're not going to have life for eternal, you know. And damnation is the only other direction, and that place is not even made for us. So wake up, people. I love you. I love you. I love you. I don't care about secrets. I don't care about secret societies. I love everybody out there. All you need is to believe in Jesus Christ. It was the last version of the video game. Believe in him and trust in him, and you will go to heaven. You will go to heaven. But you have to ride or die, believe 120%, because you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested. Okay? So, Revelation 13:9. If any man has an ear, let him hear. Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Now, we lead people into captivity. We've done that already. This has already happened. This is back to where it's happening again. We brought all these immigrants over here, all these people from all these other countries over here. Come on over to the land of the free, the melting pot, and get a ticket to Guantanamo Bay. So we led them into captivity. So we should go into captivity. And this is going to happen because America has to fall for the Bible to come true. Okay? And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. America kills with the sword. America kills with the sword. We're being we've been sold out. We've been deceived. Donald Trump is the king deceiver. He deceived all of us, and he's selling us out, and the new world's coming, and America the free is falling. It's falling. It's broken arrows. They're not even real humans up there. They're all ran by the serpent. When you open up your kundalini, you open up the spiritual world. You open up the door that only Jesus can close, and that's what happens. You become slave to the serpents, and its infection is grown. This has happened before, and it's happening again right now, right in front of your face. We're in Revelation 13. You can bet on that. Okay? Okay. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. Now this is back where things start, where some things have already happened again. Okay, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. So I believe that Elon Musk turns from the dragon into the Antichrist. And I think I can prove it here. Okay, I'm going to prove it here in just a second. But because he was the dragon, and two horns like it says he had two horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. So that would be the Antichrist. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. So he gets all the power of the first beast before him. So it makes sense. They came into office together. He fired everyone that wasn't a snakehead. He fired in the government. Okay, he fired everyone that wasn't a part of their program. Okay, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. He caused the earth and them which dwell thereon to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So he's going to cause us all to worship the first Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is already putting up golden statues. He's got one in Washington, D.C., and he wants to put up one in Gaza. And I'm going to show you that picture here in just a second. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. So the Antichrist does great wonders to make fire come down. He doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. See, he's already done this. He did this, and he did that. Can Elon Musk make fire come down from heaven? Yes, he has satellites. He has SpaceX. He's weaponized them. He surely can. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. Okay? So he did it in the sight of men. Men would be the government. It says, and it came down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. That would be the government. And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. That would be us that he deceived. Who burnt up Maui? Who burnt up LA? Who burnt up South Carolina mines? The blue houses didn't get burnt up. The blue cars didn't get burnt up. We saw the fire come down out of the sky. Who burnt them up? We got deceived by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do. How did he have power to do it? He had power to do it in the sight of the beast, in the sight of Donald Trump. Donald Trump gave him power to do it. They were in office together when this drama happened. This drama, you know, the volley back and forth is incredible. This is 100%. This is exactly what's going on right now. You cannot say that it's not the truth. This is the truth. The Bible, this is the truth. And everything that you see, you're being fed, is a lie. It's a lie. And I know much more, but you got to get this part down. Okay? It says, and by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Yes, Donald Trump gave him the power to burn up LA, Maui, and South Carolina, saying to them that dwell on the earth, they should make an image of the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. Okay, so at this part here, this is when he came out with this one right here. Okay. Elon Musk said that we should make an image of the beast and put it in Gaza. Okay, make an image of the beast that had the wound by the sword and did live. That was that weird behavior going on in the White House back and forth while they were there. Okay. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Does Elon Musk, the Antichrist, the dragon, have power to give life unto the beast? Yes, he does. With AI, okay, and robotics. They're building little robots. They're building big robots. I'm telling you, there's too many people in the house, not enough food in the refrigerator, and the robots are coming. So they don't have to kill us themselves. Okay, do you understand this? I am the resistance. Okay? Okay. And that image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. That image of the beast is going to come to life with AI and walk right over and step on Israel or step on us. And that's the truth. They're building little robots. They're building big robots. Okay? That's 13:15. This is all possible and happening right in front of our face. 13:16. And he causes all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead. Okay? And that no man might buy, sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? Now, what is the number of his name? Let me tell you something. What is the mark? God told me what the mark was. Where is the gold underneath the treasure map? Where do they put the gold on the treasure map? It's under what? When you have to sign your name and you can't spell your name, you have to make your what? Mark. And the gold is under the X. Okay? And if you can't spell your name, your mark is an X. Okay? In the Hebrew Bible, the very first representation of 666 is an X. Okay? In the Greek alphabet, Neuralink comes out to be 666. If you're the beast or the Antichrist or the dragon, you're not going to have an explanation point. You're not going to have a comma. You're not going to have a blot, a blue dot. No, you're going to have the mark. And the mark is X. X is the mark. X marks the spot. Okay? So that proves that he is the Antichrist. He's the Antichrist. Okay, he's the one coming out with the mark. Not to mention, he's got SpaceX, he's got Bank X, he's got Twitter X. Twitter X has 3 X's, and in that there is it's a Masonic symbol of a compass and a square. Like I said, you don't buy secrets. If they don't tell you, if they don't open up everything to you, death is in secrets. I love you, brothers. Get out of the secrets. Get out of the secrets. Get out of the secrets. Anyway, this society that hides things, there's 33 degrees in them. That's 3 X's. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay? 3 X's, 666. Okay? With the bank, with the Twitter, with the AI, he's coming out with the mark. He's coming out with the one world currency. Okay? He even has a son named X. So if it's not him, then it's going to be a long time before his son comes up in the world. But it's him. And it says, here's the wisdom. Let him have understanding. Count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. It's his number. And his number is 666. That's Revelation 13:18. I just took you through all Revelation of 13:18, the whole thing, and it lines up with what's happening in the day. And that's why I'm telling you, traitorous acts are going on. We are being sold out. This is going to happen. New world orders coming to life, and this is all this weird drama out here. They're not trying to help us anymore. They're not trying to make America great again anymore. We're being deceived by the great and by the king deceiver. We're being deceived by the king deceiver. Wake up, people. It's not a red thing. It's not a blue thing. It's good and evil. These people are snakeheads, literally. This is an ancient artifact of things that happen. And if you see, he doesn't look very friendly. And you see the snakes coming out of his head. And these, you have representations of this all over secret societies and everything, where they literally have snakes that are piercing them and living in them. This is why they have the turbans, and this is why they have the bracelets with the serpents, and snakes everywhere. Just dead babies in Hollywood, snakeheads in Hollywood. Dead babies in the government, snakeheads in the government, dead babies in the elites, snakeheads in the elites. You understand, we're at war. They're not trying. They hate us. They hate us. They hate us. They used us, and now they don't need us, and now they're killing us. Wake up, wake up. We're at a war right now. You see it. That island was to get everyone in the world to be a part of their program so that they can flip the switch. This is happening really soon. This is happening in 42 months, and some of those 42 months have already went by. I love you. I love you. Listen to me. Listen to me, Texas. We got to stand on our Bibles today. We got to die for our children today. Those are our enemies. Those people that went to that island, they're our enemies. They're the ones that don't like America. Those are our enemies. Anyone associated with that island is evil. Okay? We need to stand up for our children today, or they're going to turn us into a snakehead child fucker tomorrow. We need to stand up for our children today, or they're going to turn us into a snakehead child fucker tomorrow. We need to stand up and die for our children today, or they're going to turn us into a snakehead child fucker tomorrow. Okay? Anyone that doesn't buy their groceries is possibly, they're either a traitor or they know somebody who eats babies. Okay? Everyone else out here on the street, you know, we get a little bit of infection out here. You can see it getting worse. It's going to take over if we don't wake up. Wake up, people. I love you. Jesus is real. Jesus is real. The Bible is real. And this is real. This is real. I love you. That's God's message. God's message. Find Jesus. Get down on your knees and pray about it. Okay? The truth. Until next time, Michael Duncan Foster, right here, San.Antonio Plaza. Right here. I love you. I love you, the one watching. Subscribe for the children. Peace.